Hello, my name is Scott Woodard, and I'm coming to you from the world headquarters of the Scott Woodard Coaching here in southern Maine. And welcome to the inaugural video of the Raise the Bar Book Club, where on a semi-regular basis, I will share some of the important books that I've read recently and how they will relate to career development. Our first book is Brene Brown's Dare to Lead. Brave work, tough conversations, whole hearts. This is the Kindle version and the cover. And I will put a link in the bucket below to that. It'll be an Amazon link. I have no affiliation with Amazon. I don't get any credit or payment. It's just I read all my books off of Kindle. So that's where that link will be. So Brown's latest book is probably the most important book that I've read in the last few years. For those of you unfamiliar with Brene Brown, she's a research professor at the University of Houston. And she has spent the past 20 years studying courage, vulnerability, shame, and empathy. Her 2010 TED Talk on the power of vulnerability is one of the 5 most viewed TED Talks ever. If you're a Netflix subscriber, she has a special on Netflix, which is great, and I highly recommend it. Clearly, she's an influential thinker, at least in my life, in my world. And the book Dare to Lead is the culmination of her work to date. So Brene Brown provides one of the best definitions of leadership I've ever come across. She notes that a leader is anyone who takes responsibility for finding the potential in people and in processes, and who has the courage to develop that potential. When we dare to lead, we don't pretend to have all the right answers. We stay curious and we ask the right questions. We don't see power as finite and hoard it. We know that power becomes infinite when we can share it with others. We don't avoid difficult conversations and situations, and we lean into vulnerability when it's necessary to do good work. Dare to Lead really transcends professional behaviors. I found it really useful in guiding my thoughts about how to lead with those in my personal life and the people I care about. Dare to Lead has become, as I've said, a profound influence for me. There's a lot to cover in this book, and I'm going to focus on one particular piece of the book. Brene Brown devotes about a third of the book to a discussion of values. Our values, she says, are the beliefs and behaviors that we hold most important. Daring leaders always carry with them clarity of their values. This is an essential support, a North Star, really, in times of duress. Clearly in times of duress and disruption, so it's even more important to be able to know what our values are, be able to name them, and be able to, as Brene Brown talks about, operationalize them. Living our values means that we operationalize them. We walk our talk. We're clear about what we believe and hold important, and we take care that our intentions, our words, our behaviors, our thoughts align with those beliefs. Brown notes that we need to name our values, and we can only have one set. We can't have a set of personal values and a set of professional values. We can't shift our values based on context that we find ourselves in. Brown provides a list of values to choose from, and I'll put a link to that list down below. She suggests that we choose only two values that we hold most important. Those two become our core values, those around which we're willing to be vulnerable and to practice courage. We can't know our value without knowing our values. If you've worked with me on career transition or career development to raise the bar in your career, you know one of the things that I stress is knowing the value that you bring to organizations and to decision makers, to people that matter. So if our values are our beliefs and behaviors, our value is the operationalization of those values. That walking the talk is our value. It's what we contribute to our work, to our team, to our organization, to the people we serve. It's what we represent to others. It's what we can teach them and what they can observe about us. You know, if we're hoping to showcase our value to a prospective employer or to a prospective client, we have to showcase our values as well. Our values drive our value. Our unique contributions, that which we're really good at. And our value that we bring just can't conflict with our values. So again, I'm going to encourage you to go to the link below and to look at the list of values that Brene Brown lists there, presents. And I think there's about 150 of them, so there's plenty to do that. Choose two. Let me know which two that you chose. If you're comfortable, you can put them down in the bucket below in the comments. If you're not, send me an email. And let's have a discussion. I'll share with you what the two values that I came up with were. So how do those values that you chose allow you to choose courage over comfort and what's right over what's fun, fast, or easy? How will you operationalize those core values, and how will that operationalization reflect the value that you bring to your employer or to your team or to your clients and customers? So that wraps up our first book review, Raise the Bar Book Club. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. I hope you read Brene Brown's book. And as I said, I'm hoping to do these on a pretty regular basis, whether I don't know how regular that'll be, what the frequency of that regularity will be, but I'd like to do it relatively regularly. I've already got the second book lined up, so stay tuned. If you've got books that you'd like reviewed, put a comment below or send me an email. If you'd like to be part of this, where we have a conversation about a book, let me know. We can certainly do that. This doesn't have to be just me giving you my thoughts about what I think about books. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like, and so choose, you can like the video. You can subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of this amazing content that will be forthcoming. And again, thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it, and look forward to your comments, and we'll see you down the road.